you can see here there's a new lockup icon there. If you look in my migrations tab here, this is where my upcoming 3-year lockup is going to be expiring and where it was located. Now that's gone and it's under the new lockup icon. Right, so you look in here, right, now my active lockups are there. Once it comes live, then it will move up into the movable lockups. We take a look in here, right, so here we can set our lockups, right, so this is the first screen we get. I've got quite a bit of available Pi balance, right, so your screen will be different to mine and what you can lock up. If I did the max here, and this is what I was initially going to look at doing, was if I lock up 4,000 Pi for 3 years, I can get a boost of 1,209%. Now, when I first initially looked at this, I thought it might be 1,209 plus my original 773 that I currently get now. But if you look down the bottom there, it says, no, this is inclusive of that. So the total is going to be 1,209% that I would actually get in a boost, which sounds good, you know. But I'm going to go through and show you if I'm going to do it or not. All right, so my current mining rate is 0.31 Pi per hour. All right, and when we break this down, you know, we've got the base rate. Like I said, I've got that booster of 773%. That's from 90% lockup for 3 years. And my node rewards is 9.58. Now that's quite high, and the reason for that is I'm getting about 7 in bonus rewards for for running a node. Right? So if you're not running a node, you'll see a lot less on your rewards. Right? So that gives me the 0.31 that you saw before. Now, when we do the sums on this, this means 7.24 Pi per day, 224.5 Pi per month. Right? So, you know, you can see running nodes and having referrals and all that can be quite lucrative still, even though the mining rate's quite low. Right. Now, when I bring in the new booster at 1,209%, it goes up to 11.4 Pi per day, which is 353.6 Pi per month. Right. So you know, quite a bit of an increase, and you know, it was definitely catching my attention, if you like. Now, obviously up here I showed you that how you know, this is for 4,000 Pi, you know, which is you know, quite a large amount. You're probably not going to have the same. I've been mining since January of 2020, you know, so I've been on the Pi network for quite a long time. So when you look at it this way, for the total mining to get that 4,000 Pi, it would, on my current rate, it would take me 18.2 months, and under the new rate, it would take me 11.6 months. All right, and there's a reason I'm taking you through all these numbers as well. All right, so obviously, you know, that's under the current mining rate, right? And as we know, the mining rate's been dipping, you know, by a lot. You know, the last month was 26.9%, right? So these numbers are not actually going to be correct, right? So these are just sort of at a ballpark figure, but it's going to be way, way, way less than this, right? So if we look at it a bit further, with this, I got 4,200 available Pi, right? Then if I lock up, I'm only going to have about 200 Pi remaining, right? Now, I'm not too concerned about this because obviously we're not in open mainnet anyway. I haven't been spending any of my Pi. But, you know, another announcement was that we're going to get the second migration event, right? Which is great, right? Because, you know, we've all got referrals and no bonuses and all this. So this is going to be coming soon, right? So that's excellent. And if you look here, you know, I've got another 14,000 or, you know, maybe 14,500 Pi that's still available to me to be claimed, right? Now, I'm lucky in a way that most of my referrals that have been with me a long time, those guys have all KYC'd, right? So I'm expecting to get at least a good 10,000 of that Pi, right? So I'm very, very lucky that those guys have got their KYC, right? So if I get 10,000 Pi and I lock up 4,000, it's not really a big deal, you know. It sort of covers itself quite well, and I'm still going to have enough available balance come open mainnet. Right? Now, looking at this back at this again, right? The difference between the two boosters is actually 129.1 pi, right, per month. Right? Now, over the 3 years, that equates to 4,647 pi. Right? Now, obviously, with the mining rate, though, I'm not expecting to get anywhere near that, right? And let's say I get 1,000 pi, and to be honest, I think that's been quite liberal. You know, I don't think I'd even get that much, but if you look at it that way, that's really only like a 25% per annum. Oh, it's not even per annum, right? That's over the full 3 years, right? So what this sort of stems down for me is that I don't think I'm going to lock up. I thought I was going to. I thought it was looking good, but when I did the sums, you know, I don't think it's really in my benefit to get it, you know. And it's purely just got, you know, I'm getting a nice bit of pie coming back, but you know, overall, it's just not really worth it, I think, you know, and so I'm gonna pass on it. Now, the reason I went through all these numbers, right, is because you have to make this decision for yourself, right? So go back, check out all the numbers, see what rate you were thinking about locking up for, whether you want to lock up for that period, whether you can do it without the pi. Check it out, see if you can work out how much you might actually get over the 3 years, and you know, and then make an informed judgment then, you know. So that's the best way to do it, and that's the main reason I wanted to show you all these numbers.